Welcome, greetings, and salutations to you all. In today's video, I had a sudden burst of energy and inspiration to start drawing, but I didn't have a project that I had to finish or to continue with, so I started a new one and thought I'd take you on the journey with me. As you might notice, some of the details I did draw off camera because we were just at a place that I couldn't film at. I did want to film, but I don't think they would allow me to film. So I just did a little bit of off-camera drawing. I also decided I wanted to add clouds, but I didn't want to use the normal fluffy clouds. Of course, I did want to make it look like clouds, but I decided to do a more interactive cloud which looks like it's blowing in the wind, and I thought I'd use a shading method of dots. This dotting method took quite a while, but I just mindlessly dotted away and binge watched some YouTube videos. In each section of these flames, I added a figure line on the bottom to add dimension. In this drawing, I decided to add more and smaller details which, if you looked closely, you could create a story or you could create even a world if you wanted to. Which was quite fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoy world building and creating a world in some way or creating characters, but I don't like to draw characters. And what about you guys? Do you like world building and drawing characters and creating characters and a backstory for them? I know some people enjoy it and others like to do it for a living. After a while, I was stuck and didn't know where to go with the drawing, so I just took one of my old sketchbooks that I use for very rough drawings and very rough planning so that I can know where I can go from where I'm stuck or what I can do, which colors would look great with other colors, and so on. It took more or less an hour of finishing my planning and looking at references and making sure the details were just right. Which, side note, always look at references. No matter what you're drawing, if you're unsure of something, go on Pinterest or just look up a photo in Google to make sure that you have the detail or the color if you're going to be more specific. I also did swatch some markers to make sure that the color on this paper was exactly the same, since I swatched these markers on another paper, but it was a kind of a textured paper, so the colors were different. After I finished the first cloud, which was also the first thing that I started coloring in, I decided to also color in the background, which was quite a risky process because I wasn't sure if it would look great. So I took a risk and just decided to go with it, because sometimes taking a risk, it is not the funnest things to do, because you don't know if the outcome of it would look great or if it would ruin the whole thing and you just have to rip it out and throw it away or even cover it with white paint or something like that. But this risk that I took was one that I am very happy with. I know it doesn't always look great, but I enjoy taking the risk because it brought me out of my comfort zone. And some parts of the risk I wouldn't like for example this blue part by this cloud, I'd say I hated it, but I don't want to use the word hate, but I hated it. It really wasn't looking natural, so I did go back and add a little bit of a vibrant orange to make it look like a sunset, just to also hide that part since I didn't like it as much. Alongside the markers, I gave the clouds a light wash of coloring pencils to just change the white to a more sunsetty look. After I added some kelp in the floating water, I decided to add a fish, but it took more than an hour to find an actual fish that I would like to add in the planning. But after a while, I decided to add a elongated flying fish, which I always find flying fish a quite interesting creature. I added quite a few in the foreground and also small specks of flying fish in the background after I did all of the painting and the details and the coloring in and everything else. I just love these two flying fish looking at the plastic fish, so confused and so concerned. And I tried to make this flying fish judge you on purpose. It's like giving you the side eye. And one of the other flying fish, I tried to make it look as if it's shy. It's hiding behind something so that it wouldn't be seen. To make the flames look as if they weren't actually flames, I decided to use green as the main color. And I'm so glad that I didn't use a pink or an orange or a yellow or something in that line, in a more warmer side of the color wheel. I'm very glad that I used green, because in the end the green was the perfect color to choose. I don't think I could have chosen any other color that would have looked this good. I don't usually use this green color from the marker set, but I've kind of started, it started to grow on me quite a lot. I'm starting to use it a lot more than any other color. And also after this whole drawing, the lighter greenish yellowish color started to run out. So as of this point, it has dried out. It is completely dry. It's non-existent. It's not alive anymore. And as the last beauty shots roll, I do want to thank you, each and every one of you that has watched till the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. All of you must have a wonderful day, and remember to drink water. See you again in the next video.